So now today discussed regarding IGBT. The IGBT belongs to one of the power transistors family, another member of power transistor family like power MOSFET and power BJT. It also belongs to one of the member of thyristor family. So before study about the IGBT, you must have to know why the IGBT stands for. The IGBT stands for insulated gate bipolar transistor. The IGBT is a relatively new device in power electronics, and before the advent of IGBT, power MOSFETs and power BJT were common in use in power electronics applications. Both of these devices possessed some advantages and simultaneously some disadvantages. On one hand, we had bad switching performance, low input impedance, secondary breakdown, and current controlled power BJT, and on the other, we had excellent conduction characteristics of it. Similarly, we had excellent switching characteristics, high input impedance, voltage controlled power MOSFETs, which also had bad conduction characteristics and problematic parasitic diode in higher ratings. Though the unipolar nature of power MOSFETs leads to low switching times, it also leads to high on-state resistance as the voltage rating is increases. Thus, the need was for such a device which had the goodness of both power MOSFETs and power BJTs. And this was when IGBT was introduced in around the early 1980s and become very popular among power electronics engineers because of its superior characteristics. IGBT has power MOSFETs like input characteristics and power BJT like output characteristics, and hence its symbol is also an amalgamation of the symbol of the two parent devices. The three terminals of IGBT are gate, collector and emitter. The figure below shows the symbol of IGBT. See that here there are three symbols marked here. One is power MOSFET, second one is power BJT, third one is IGBT. So the summation of the addition of the power MOSFET concept plus BJT concept, the IGBT thus developed. So that in first symbol, that is the power MOSFET symbol, which having gate, drain and source terminals are marked here, and between drain to source terminal a silicon dioxide metal is present there, and gate is isolated from the drain to the source terminal, hence MOSFET. Then plus the BJT concept, that is three terminals of BJT are marked here. The BJT stands for bipolar junction transistor, which having three terminals, collector, emitter and base terminals, and then that is equal to the symbol of IGBT developed. The IGBT developed the combined concept of the power MOSFET concept and BJT concept. Then an IGBT or insulated gate bipolar transistor will be formed. So here the IGBT symbol is drawn here. The IGBT also have three terminals like power MOSFET and BJT. The three terminals are collector, emitter and gate. See that here collector is the upper terminal, emitter is the lower terminal and gate is the middle terminals. The structure of IGBT is very similar to that of power MOSFET, except one layer known as injection layer, which is P plus, unlike N plus substrate in power MOSFET. Substrate means anything through which grown arbitrarily, so that this injection layer is the key to the superior characteristics of IGBT. Other layers are called the drift and the body region. The two junctions are labeled junction J1 and junction J2. The figure below shows the structure of N-channel IGBT. This was shown the structure of IGBT. So this is the constructional or also the schematic diagram of the IGBT. Actually how an IGBT which will be formed. See that here the terminals are clearly marked here. These are emitter terminal 1, emitter terminal 2, collector terminal C, and gate is connected here. And here a silicon dioxide material present, hence this shows it will satisfy the constructional features of power MOSFET, because in MOSFET a silicon dioxide material is there, that is also present here, that is metallic in nature. And then three junctions are marked here, that is junction J1, junction J2 and junction J3 are marked here. And then different layers are marked here. This one is P plus layer, N minus layer, this is P plus, N plus, N plus, N plus layer. And this layer is nothing but your P layer, and this form the transistor Q2, that is NPN transistor, and this one is Q1, that is PNP transistors. So that this shows the property of the two transistors is here. And the entire structure of the IGBT having three different regions we have divided here. One is the body region. The body region here, see that here this portion nothing but your body region, and this region in which the entire silicon dioxide material and the gate with respect to another emitter terminal E is concerned belongs to that part known as your body region of the IGBT or insulated gate bipolar transistor. See that here the gate is completely insulated, means there is no connection between emitter and this emitter and the collector terminal, because the silicon dioxide metal completely filled in that region. Hence the gate is insulated, hence known as insulated gate bipolar transistor. Bipolar means the IGBT conducts due to both the flow of electron carriers and the hole carriers, hence the bipolar word is there. And then second region, that is nothing but the drift region. The drift region is comprises of the N minus layer. This layer nothing but your an epitaxial layer. The structure is that here they like this. This one is structure of epitaxial. The N minus layer is nothing but epitaxial in nature, means and this structure anything or something grown arbitrarily or epitaxially or unknowingly, hence this layer nothing but your epitaxial layer or arbitrary layer or arbitrary region, in which the emitter of Q2 is represented here and the base emitter collector totally represented here, known as your drift region. In this region the drifting of the carriers among the layers are may grown here, and the grown of the carriers and between the layers as grown arbitrarily, as drift arbitrarily, as jumped arbitrarily, hence known as your drift region. And then the third region, that is the injection layer. The injection layer means for turning on the IGBT it is necessary to give some additional carriers, some additional poles through that layers. So in that layer, see that this layer is completely filled up with P plus layer, means this layer is the majority carriers are the whole carriers.